Yes, there we go. Can folks see myself on the screen? Thumbs up. Yes, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I'm not going to do too much slideware, but I do want to frame the conversation here, just around like what we do at Common Room, just so you get a sense of like what I'm going to demo. So we have a platform. It's kind of like a lot of the stuff we were just talking about in the last panels, like capture signals, identify the person and account behind the signal, and then run plays that are prioritized based on the signals and the person behind the signal. So this is what Common Room does. I think, to some of the conversations that were happening in the last panel is the signals that you capture really matter. So we pride ourselves on capturing signals from first party, second party, and third party sources. Essentially, we pull in all of those signals with both technology, just like connecting through APIs and stuff like that, but also pulling in data through AI. The second piece of our platform that we do really well is identify not only the signal that's happening, but connect the dots of the signal so you know that the same person who visited your website is the same person who's using your product, who is working at a company with like XYZ job listings open. And so that's huge for priority. And so that is what we call identity resolution and enrichment. And so we know the person and the company behind the signals and can connect all the dots together in one place. And then once you enable those two things, then you get this like action layer. Okay, I know that this person changed jobs. They used to use our product. They're at a company who we can sell to now. Like, what play do we want to run? And then do we want to send it outbound? Do we want to send an alert to our Slack team? And so that's kind of like the action layer of our product. And so there's three core pillars to be able to run this go-to-market motion from end to end. And then one more slide that I wanted to point out, and that Tria, I think, talked about a lot is, the quality data in matters a lot to the output you get with your AI. So, the signals that you feed into your context for how you like would reach out to someone or how you'd research an account make a huge difference and help you stand out because they're first party signal. They're signals that no other people can capture, and that'll help stand out a lot from just like, oh, we scanned this company's 10K. I mean, every single other BDR, SDR, sales rep, whatever can do the same thing. So really your proprietary signals and data in matter a lot. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is go into a demo of Common Room and kind of show how you feed data into Common Room and you get like quality signals out powered by AI. Sorry, quality outbound out powered by AI. So we talked about actually in the last session too, a lot about, how do you prioritize views for your reps so that they're working the best leads and you're just kind of surfacing them up on a platter. And so this is kind of like that end state view of what you would see as a rep. Like I'm logging in, I'm Kevin, I'm logging in, and I'm running these plays for anyone who's visited my pricing page in the last 28 days who's also an economic buyer, or people who have changed jobs and they used to use the product in their last job and they're now at a good fit for us, or people are accounts who are surging in product usage, or orgs with relevant open job listings. And so the way that we get and package up all these plays is by capturing signals from this demo account has 23 connected sources. And you can kind of see like all the different source library that you can connect to here. It's everything from social engagement to product data to website visits to stuff happening on support channels. And so essentially we're just trying to build the platform to capture all the signal that you can in one place and then help prioritize after that. And so once you do that, you can start to kind of layer on all these like filters that are around your signal that's happening and product and ICP fit, which we talked about in the last conversation too. So we have here, hundreds of thousands of, or maybe tens of thousands of contexts in this view, and I can start to apply filters of, okay, did anyone visit my pricing page? I can type that in here, and then also, what kind of company do they work at? Oops, I must have screwed something up. So the challenge of doing live demos. URL is pricing page visit. Let's do this here real quick. Grab these two and then add another filter here for, okay, what other context do we need to reach out to this account to build this play? We have this notion of contact types, which is anyone who's a director level or above. You can also add on like, what's the context of the capital raise from this company or the size of it or whatever, and start to like reach out to these people. So I would save this as a segment and then go to my home screen here and get a view like this. And so from here as a rep, I know how to run this play. I know how to add these people to a pricing page outbound sequence, and I can do that. So that kind of tells you like just how easy it is to pull in signals and then take action on them or serve them up to your team. But the AI part of it is, I haven't touched on that yet. So let's do a fun experiment here by pulling in LinkedIn signal, which is one of like the cool signals that I like to show off that Common Room can do. So I'm going to jump over to Julia, our host here's post. And this post has a decent amount of engagement, like 23 engagements and 2 comments. And so what if I was targeting people who, surprise, I am targeting people, that's why we're sponsoring this event, who are attending this summit. I can say like, okay, these people have some semblance of intent. They're interested in AI and go to market. And so I want to pull these people in as a signal to Common Room. So we have this Chrome extension. It's free. You can use Common Room for free and download and do exactly what I'm doing here. And I can say, let's add this post to Common Room. And so I created a segment. A segment is a way of like thinking of, how we pull in an audience to run a play against. I created this segment before called Hard Skill Exchange. I don't think I've added this post yet, so I'm going to click on add this post to Common Room. And so this will start pulling in anyone who has reacted to any of these posts or any of Julia's posts here in a Common Room, and we can use that as a signal. Now I'm going to say continue browsing LinkedIn, and what I can do is jump back over to Common Room and create a personalized snippet for the people who have reacted to that post. So I'm going to do this really quick here. And so I created these snippets, like LLM generated snippets beforehand. So I'm going to like use this while I create, use one that I created before to kind of share how we're going to build this now live. So I'm going to say create new template here, and I can say HSE demo of LI engagement. And then I'm going to grab these prompts here, which is, prioritize the buying signal of a LinkedIn post. And then to make this message stand out, please craft this in the form of I like to put a rap here. You could do a haiku, you could do something fun here and keep it to like these constraints. So I'm going to copy this, plug it in here. And then you can now select also like which signals do you want to include in this to feed your model. And so I'm going to, these are all checked by default, but I'm just going to unselect a few here. It doesn't really matter for this demo purposes. And then you also feed the AI instructions about like, how you want that message to be crafted. It's all just kind of like prompt engineering here. And then also a bit about your business. So I'm going to just copy these 2 things here. It's kind of like mention the AI hard skill exchange. Try to mention specifics about the author's post. Sorry, I'm like out of breath because I'm going super fast here a ton of time, but hopefully you're all following along. You can watch it at reverse 2x speed on the way back or on the way out. And then I can then create a prompt here. And this person here is probably not someone who's engaging with one of these posts. So like this is just kind of showing you if the LLM prompt is like working or not. And then I can update this and save it. I think we have it saved here now. And so now I want to go use that to get intros to all these people who have engaged with Julia's post here. And so I'm going to go back to my app and then find that segment that we just created. Actually, I pulled it down here of Hard Skill Exchange LinkedIn engagement. And so I can move this new playbook to the top of my list here. And I'm going to save changes, and then that'll become now my first play that I would start with. And for any of these people here, we can now say, for instance, I can go to Jackson here. I can see all of his signal that we're capturing already, like his web visits and that he's engaged with our LinkedIn post or this hard skill exchange post here. And then now that I have created that snippet, I'll see it end up here, which says HSE demo or LinkedIn engagement. So this is kind of like fingers crossed, hope this actually works and doesn't hallucinate. But I can click on this, this snippet here, and it will generate something based on the signals that we're ingesting, also with how Jackson has engaged with one of our posts. So, Jackson, saw your post, it was fire, talking signal-led prospect. I'm not going to rap right here for y'all, but you can kind of get the sense that it's in like a rap rhyme here. And so another really cool thing to show. So essentially I could grab this, I could copy and paste it, send it to Jackson on LinkedIn. It's like, hey, I created this rap for you. I can also, add him to an outreach sequence that includes, or any sequencer sequence that like include that snippet into my outbound sequence. And then the last thing that I want to show is that you can also do this while you're on LinkedIn. And so I can click Justin here. I'm going to pick on Justin because he's part of the HSE group here. And then so I can do the same thing here where we will show all of Justin's activity with us at Common Room. I can see, you know, the posts that he's reacted to or the posts that he's engaged with that I've ingested into Common Room. And I can also see that same snippet here that I can copy and paste and send to Justin. So Justin, I'm gonna send this to you right now on LinkedIn. Should be fun. So I'm gonna generate this. Let's see what it says. Yo, Justin, saw your post, AI's game, you know, and then you quote it on this person's quote. I'm assuming that this is accurate. Well, you know, we'll see if what you think. I'm gonna copy this and then message you and send it to you and see if I book a meeting. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my demo. I mean, there's a lot more to Common Room. I feel like we capture a lot more signals than LinkedIn, so I don't want to pigeonhole us into that only. But anyway, thought that was a fun demo and can kind of incorporate everyone who's engaged here.
Yeah, I think you would have gotten me with Aldous Huxley. I forgot I even put that in there, but I'm like old
Yeah.
school sci-fi fan from the
Yeah,
50s.
so
So
use your comments and you commented about all
yeah,
this,
it,
and so
it
that's why.
caught me off guard for sure.
Nice, nice. So it kind of worked. Yeah, great. There's the quote here, Huxley's quote. Cool. I don't know if I'm supposed to stick around and answer questions or if that's it.
Yep, super cool demo. We have a lot of questions, Kevin, and one of them is what's in the roadmap. Can you share?
What's on the roadmap? I mean, so our whole plan is to capture as many signals as possible. And so, you know, working with partners like Nooks and other companies who are generating these signals, especially these first-party signals, to pull more signal into Common Room and then also enable to take action out is like always going to be on our roadmap. Like that's that's how we see ourselves as differentiated from all the other providers out there. So just look forward to more signal capture and then also more ability to like take action on those signals. Like that's all I'll share right now. We do have like actually what I shared just now, this RoomieAI thing is on the roadmap. Like this is not this exact thing here that I just showed is a dog food mode. You can see like the dog footprint here. And so if you need access to it, you know, ping me and we'll get you access in as a design partner. But this is also like a feature that's coming out soon.
Let me see. Another question. Notice a case study where 50% of sales was generated by Common Room. How was that done?
Yeah, essentially exactly what I'm showing here in the demo is so this is what our team does actually too. Like this is actually a demo based on our actual team, what our SDR team uses. And so essentially what they're doing is capturing a ton of signals and then packaging up the right signals that are high converting, like website visits, like job changers, like people who are using our product. And then they're using all of those signals to prioritize how their team does outbound pipeline generation. And so like that's a much more efficient way to generate pipe than it is just to do cold outbound. And then I also have, I should share this resource if you all don't mind. So there's many signals in the spectrum of signals that you can use. And so I created this doc that's like, here's all the signals, here's the signal strength, here's like a way to group them, you know, here's how to say like which ones you should action on or not. And so like this resource I found is really helpful for if you're overwhelmed and you're like, it does seem a little overwhelming itself, but it's like you're overwhelmed, you want a starting point. Like this is a good way to figure out which signals you should start with to feed your team to generate pipeline. And you can do so much more efficiently when you do this approach. So I'm going to drop it into the chat. I don't know if anyone, or I don't know, Julia, if you can share with other people. I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. Other questions or? Oh
So
yeah, why don't
many,
you follow
but
me on LinkedIn?
last question.
Or
What
DM me if you.
inspired
Yeah.
what inspired you to start a company?
Oh, I'm not the starter of this company. I'm not a founder, and that seems super stressful to me. So I joined Common Room because I really believe in this vision, and I know that it works. Our team uses it, and I feel like a subject matter expert, and so that's why you're getting the sense of probably founder enthusiasm from me. I'm just like, this is super cool. Everyone should be doing this. Yeah, but I'm on the marketing team. I'm not a founder, but I'm representing the company in like I am a founder, I guess.